Hey everybody, it's Marissa at the Bliss Oasis Domes, and I did a house project reconstituting twice something that was already reconstituted. And I'm making these really nice flower planters, and the sun has set and the light is fading, so let's hustle and I'll show you how I did it. So last summer I bought these reconstituted barrels to be used as rain barrels. And what these actually are is containers that are used in international shipping for foodstuffs like olives. And so what the company did is they poked these holes in the top and put a screen on, and then poked certain holes in certain areas so that they could be used as rain barrels. And I actually had two of them. And as you can see, I still don't have my gutters up. It's one of many projects on the list. But even just positioned right underneath where the roof comes together and angles, I was able to fill two of these plus, especially after last year's crazy rainy spring. But unfortunately, one of them broke over the winter. So you're supposed to drain these out and for the winter. But with the winds the way I have and the limited space in my shed, they were both down like 2/3 full, and I figured that would be enough space for expanding, and it was, except one of them actually fell over in the wind. That's kind of how the wind is out here. So after this one broke, and in fact, it went through hill and dale on the wind, and like it went way down, way down, almost to where that house is way off in the distance. And one day on the dog walk, I found it. So I was like, woohoo! So I salvaged it, and what I did is I just used an X-Acto knife to cut it. Now I've got a smaller ribbon here because I realized that where the crack was naturally, the container was too tall, and I was gonna have to use like a boatload of dirt to fill it. So I'll show you kind of I'll show you what it looks before the dirt, because I only had enough dirt to fill one, and then I'll show you the after dirt. Here we go. All right, so this one is the top of the barrel. So you can see that's the lid that you saw earlier, and this is one of the spouts. So what I did is I made sure the mesh had torn. So I put new mesh at the bottom, which is great for drainage anytime you've got like a planter like this. And then as you can see, I filled it up with a boatload of rocks. And if you look across my yard, you'll see there's no shortage of rocks. This is why they call it the Rocky Mountains. And in fact, oh, that's a bone actually that Rudy's got there. And also I wanted to fill it with a lot of rocks for a couple of reasons. First of all, I wanted to decrease the volume. So again, I wouldn't have to put so much dirt on it. And Annie's coming to check out too. And then also it's great for drainage, especially as roots can start to grow down. They can be separated by the rocks, and then they have the chance to absorb water better because they don't get so compacted. As you water a planter, and even like a potted plant in your house, the dirt starts to compact more and more every time you water. So by having rocks like this, it allows the dirt to not compact down so far that the roots can't get at the water. And then what I did is I used masking tape, and I also put a little piece of screen over this hole, which is where one of the spouts are, because I don't want bugs to come in. And the same thing why I kept the screen at the bottom, because I don't want bugs to come in. So with the other one, what I did, since it was the bottom of the barrel, as I used my drill and I drilled a bunch of holes in the bottom, put screen over it, taped it, and then put the rocks on top. What's so awesome about this is I just noticed all of this water draining out, which is so awesome. So you can see this is how I planted it. I've got some petunias around the circle, and then irises, bulbs in the middle. And I know that they've already bloomed, but I put them there so they can bloom first next spring. I'll probably dig those out and maybe keep them inside. I don't know. I have to consult with some of my garden friends. I've got some strawberries here, some other like tall kind of daisy type flowers here. Something that started to die, and I don't know if it's going to make it. It's supposed to be purple. And then, oh, and this thing is supposed to be orange. I don't know what it's called. And then I also sprinkled a bunch of wildflower seeds to see if they will grow. And what I have to go to Shoto tomorrow to visit a client, and so I'll stop in there and get some stakes and then get some of the deer mesh that's got much bigger squares than the mesh I put on the thing, so that the deer won't eat any of this. So it'll kind of look funky, but I think the flowers will still be pretty. So when in doubt, you can reuse just about anything. And I'm pretty excited about how these planters look and how they look at the corners of the deck. And I'm excited to get them going. And especially with plastic items that are thick, like these barrels, why not reuse them for something else? You know, just because it cracked doesn't mean I should throw it away. And then those rings that I had that were from the middle, I have no idea what I'm going to use for them, but I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll use it as some weird decoration over at the outhouse or something. Who knows? Anyhow, no, those aren't for you to eat, sister. I know the dogs are like, wait, plants, what? All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and do yard work safely. Happy Memorial Day. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.